Hey everybody, this is Big Jack here at a different blend, which is a barbershop. Getting ready to get my cut. I want you to look at me now because this man getting ready to do some magic. So I'm gonna go in here, check it out, and then I'm gonna show you what the after looks like. So you're seeing the before right now. Yeah, this is about 2 or 3 weeks of nothing. Not going to the barbershop, just brushing my hair or letting it grow. Look, you just don't know. It's a blessing to be able to still grow hair when you're 53 years old. A lot of people are losing their hair. I'm still holding on to it, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm going to let my man go ahead and cut me up, and then I'll show you the after when I'm done. So tune in and see what it looks like when we get done. All right, thank you.
6.
Yeah.
So now the 7 games to go.
Yeah, let me
What do you like?
real quick.
What do you think the chances are? Don't back of your damn feet.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Look, my job is not to try to embarrass somebody. When I get on the sidelines, yeah, I would yell.
All right, so I'm here at a different blend with my man Brandon. Just gonna do a quick interview with him. All right, Brandon, how you doing, man?
Good.
All right, so how long you been in barbering? How long have you been doing this?
Sheesh, I'm 35, been cutting since I was 15, so 20 years.
20, oh.
Licensed for 10 though, licensed for 10.
Oh, license,
Yeah.
okay. So you have to be licensed to be a barber?
Of course, in the state of Maryland.
Oh, okay. All right.
In the state of Maryland, you have to be licensed, yes.
Okay, and how long is barber school?
Barber school
how do you get a license?
between 8 and 12 months, but you can also do the apprenticeship thing as well. That's an hour thing. So apprenticeship or school, but I chose the school route.
I got you. All right. So do you own your own shop or do you rent a booth or how does that work?
Thank God I own my own shop now, so that's a blessing. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you have apprentice or, if somebody wanted to get into it, what would they have to do?
Well, if you wanted to be an apprentice, you would have to be underneath a master barber. So a master barber has to have their license for about 15 months, and they take a test.
Okay.
Then you become a master barber. Then you can have about maybe 1 or 2 apprentices underneath you. Yep. And they just sign off on your hours. That's all they do. And then you go still take that test. Still got to take the test.
All right.
Yep.
So what's the average cost for a cut, a decent cut?
Okay, I'm gonna say $40.
Okay.
$40 like the average going price for a cut now.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. So if someone wanted to get into it, someone wants to be a barber, they inspired. What would you say to them?
I say there is money in this. Let's start there. There's money in it, all right? But always say whatever you do, find a passion in that though, because you can get money anywhere. I personally have a passion for barbering, so it's a little bit more to me. It means a little bit more to me to have a passion for something. So I say when you get into it, be consistent. Can't be nervous. You gotta say you're gonna mess up, but you gotta know that at the end of this road is money. Shoot, in the middle of this road is money. In the beginning, so just stay consistent with it. That's all. Everything's consistency. Everything.
That sounds good. Now, do you have a good client base or is it walk-in? How does that work?
So inside of a different blend, we do accept walk-ins. It's kind of hard for me to get to the walk-ins because I do take appointments. So my appointment book does fill up pretty fast, so it's hard for me to get appointments, walk-ins. But yes, I take a walk-ins.
Okay. All right. Well, Brandon, thank you for allowing me to interview you.
Yes.
Good luck in
you.
the rest of your, your career with barbering and owning your own shop.
Yes.
And I look forward to coming back as a client.
Thank you. Of course.
And
of
I
course.
appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, Justin, I'm glad I got a shape up, man. He's doing content, man.
All right, this is Big Jack, and I'm back. And I got my hair cut, looking good, feeling good. And he did a really good job. All right, so thank you. Talk to you later. Stay blessed and peace. If I could go back 20 years, there are like 10 things I wish I knew 20 years ago. Right now, because I'm 53 years old, if I could go back to when I was 33 years old, that would be 20 years back. There'll be these 10 things I wish I knew. Number one, to get a career. In my life, I've had many jobs. If you was to look at my resume, you see all these jobs, but I've only had really one career. So that'd be something if I could go back 20 years and someone like, hey, this is the time, get a career, something that's going to sustain you, that you can put a retirement with, the 401k, benefits, stability in one company, or even not even a company, but the industry, and have a career instead of a bunch of jobs. Number two would be get a passport. If I could go back 20 years, or if someone told me 20 years ago to get a passport and travel the world. The world is a beautiful place to see, and there's so many things and so many places you can go. So get a passport, and not just have the passport, but then take those trips. You can take it via a cruise or go on an airplane, go to another country, visit those countries, and see the beauty around the world. Just get out there and travel and see what the world has to offer. Number three for me would be, if I could, if someone could tell me 20 years ago, find someone you like. Whoever your partner is, your spouse, the one that you are bundled up with, however you want to look at it, but not just love the person, but you should like the person. So you should think about, do I really like this person? Do I like hanging with this person and being with this person? Do I like the things that they like, and do I like the way they walk and talk and all that? I want to like them. It's a lot of times you hear people say, yeah, I love them, but do you like them? And that's one of the questions I'll ask anybody that's in a relationship, especially if they're asking for advice. I always ask, do you like them? Because that's way, to me, more important than do you love them. It's the like. I like that person. Number four for me would be never to co-sign for anyone, for anything. Don't be a co-signer. Didn't say don't help somebody, but don't co-sign on their car loans, their home loans, or even personal loans, furniture, or anything. Why would you put your name and your credit at risk for someone else to mess up? Yeah, if there's a way to help them, then help them. But don't co-sign on something that you're not even going to get the joy out of. They're driving around in a car and not making the payments or whatever, and then you're the one hooked on the line trying to make the payments if they don't. So don't co-sign for anybody. That'd be number, 4 for me. Number 5 would be keep your credit score above 700. Once you build your credit and get it to a place, that goes back to number 4 with not co-signing, but having that credit score up at least above 700. That is something that I wish I knew 20 years ago, and it will definitely take you into your future, and that you can retire, because there's nothing you can do with a low credit score. It'd be hard to get insurance, it'd be hard to get a car and a house and all of that if your credit score is not up to par. So definitely do your best to keep that above 700. One of the things I do is I have what they call Credit Karma, and I could just see what my numbers are doing and just stay on top of it. I have other things to help me, but that was one of the things I started doing just so I could keep a little mini track of it, and it helped a lot. So try to keep that credit score above 700. Another thing, I would say like number 6, I wish I knew 20 years ago, and that'd be to pay yourself. You work hard, you go out there, you make sure that your mortgage is paid and your car is paid and all your other bills are paid, but you need to pay yourself. So take a small chunk of it. It could be $50 a pay period, $100 a pay period, or whatever it is, but make sure that you pay yourself. Pay yourself and use that money as your fund money. So when it runs out for the next pay period or whatever, and then I get my next allowance in that sense. So make sure you pay yourself. Number 7, if I wish I knew 20 years ago, is visit the doctor. Visit the doctor regularly. Make sure that you go out there, if you make your appointments, get yourself checked out, just the doctors, the dentists, and not just your physical health, but your mental health also. So make sure that you're, making those appointments, getting yourself checked out, and don't be afraid to share your information with other people. That you'd be surprised how many people don't go and are afraid to go, especially men. They just don't. They feel like it's not macho, or they feel like they don't need it. I don't feel aching or pain, so I don't need it. But that's one of the biggest hang-ups for men, is not wanting to go to the doctor. So if you got the career, you're getting the benefits, you got the insurance, use it. You know, go visit your doctor. I would say I wish someone told me 20 years ago, and this would be number 8, and that would be get your degree. Get your degree. Get a degree in something. Don't just, you know, there was a time where a high school diploma was enough or GED was enough to get you a job or whatever. But remember, we're talking about careers here. So I need something that's going to get me to the next level, and then level after that when I get my career. And a lot of times it's based on the degree that I have. And a lot of companies don't even care what the degree in, but they just want to know that you're willing and able to stick through and accomplish something. And a lot of it is just, I'm able to accomplish the, you know, getting my degree in whatever the field is. So do your work, get that degree. I know it's tough. I mean, I was on a long-term plan trying to get my degree, but I kept stopping, and a lot of that was because I had a bunch of jobs. So, but I was so glad that I did get it. So that would be number 8 on my list of things I wish I knew 20 years ago. Number 9 on my list, I wish someone had told me what I knew 20 years ago, is to love yourself. You know, so many times we do so much for so many people, but just like, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself to the point that, you know, you'll take care of yourself, you'll treat yourself, you're not going to let nobody abuse you, you're not going to get in a relationship where someone's mistreating you or misusing you, because you love yourself. I love myself too much to let all these other things get in my way. I love myself to be in a bigger circle of people that's using me or mistreating me or even neglecting me. So I make my circle smaller because I love myself. So that would be my number 9. Make sure that you love yourself. 10, I wish that someone had told me this 20 years ago, and that'd be to set goals. Set goals in your life, things that you want to accomplish, things you want to do, places you want to be. But set a goal. You got your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan, and start, not just set them, but start chipping at them and seeing them. Write them down, put them somewhere that you can start seeing and moving towards it. You know, as you get to that age, okay, now, so had I set a 20-year goal, some of the things I've done in my life, and one of the, you know, jobs I had was when I was in the military. Had I set the goal to retire, you know, from the military, then that would just been a 20-year goal, 20-year plan that I could have put in place. But because I didn't have that mentality, and because I didn't have that thought pattern, it slowed me down. So that would be something I would tell, you know, 20 years ago, I wish I knew. And if I was talking to someone who was 20 years younger, I'd be like, hey, what is your goal? What is your goal for when you're 40? What's your goal for when you're 50? What's your goal for when you turn 60? So having those goals in place will help you moving forward. But if I could go back 20 years and with that mindset or those 10 things that I just mentioned, I know without a doubt my life would be different. I do love myself, and I do love the life that I have, but it'll be so much different because I would have a different plan, a different attitude, different mindset, and for sure, different situations that I've been in. But thank you. I hope these 10 ideas and 10 items might help you. If you did like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a couple of comments down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share with others that you think this might help. And look forward to talking to you later. Thank you. Peace. Hey, what's up? I thought I was done for the night. Wasn't going to post any more videos. Wasn't even going to shoot any more videos. But while I was out picking up my fast food on my way home, and I stopped at, you know, that one, what they call it, fast food restaurant with the golden arches, you know, that one. And they had a poster outside, and their signature sandwich, the one that has songs about it and things like that, it had one, but it was chicken. They now have a chicken Big Mac sandwich. Like, how can that be? There's only one Big Mac. There's no, it's two all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, all on a sesame seed bun. But now they have one called a chicken Big Mac. Two all chicken patties? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why would you mess that up? You couldn't find no other name for two chicken patties other than the chicken Big Mac? You think people are going to fall for the chicken Big Mac? Well, maybe people are falling for the chicken Big Mac. I'm not going to give it a try. I don't think that those two go together. That's not a good marriage. I'm not feeling the chicken and the Big Mac when the Big Mac is the Big Mac. You're messing up. You had a special sauce for the two all beef patties, not a special sauce for the chicken patty. It doesn't work. So I don't know. Maybe someone has already tried it and they say, hey, that thing is good, and they're going to try it out. But I'm not the one. So I was I took a picture of the poster, but you'll never see it in my bag. So, hey, let me know what you think. Let me know. Leave a comment, about if you already tried it. Leave a comment if they messed up, or what do you think? Like, I'm really trying to figure out what are they thinking when they put two chicken patties on. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense to me, but that's, leave it in the comments. I'm a little bothered right now by this chicken Big Mac thing. It just doesn't fit. Sometimes you just should just not do some things. So I'm still posting in that no edit challenge. So if this doesn't come out right to you, it's only because I'm still trying to do it without editing. But at the same time, I'm a little bothered by that sandwich. I'm not a McDonald's connoisseur where I know all about McDonald's and everything they're doing, and I'm not in their marketing department. But I think they could have come up with a better sandwich for the double chicken sandwich. But anyway, if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit the likes for me. Leave a comment or two down in there. And, of course, hit that bell so you know when we're posting more videos. But until next time, and hopefully this is the last time tonight, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your night. Be blessed, be safe. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello, YouTube. This is Big Jack. I just wanted to share a couple of things with you. Today I was able to go to the Howard University 100th anniversary homecoming game. And even though I wasn't there for Howard, it was a really good game. I mean, both teams played very well. The stands were packed with fans from both Howard University and Tennessee State University. And I really did enjoy myself. But the reason I wanted to share this message was when we first got to the game, my tickets were in the will call window for Tennessee State. And it was hard to find where the will call was for Tennessee State. So as I'm looking, I go through one gate and they said, no, it's over at this gate. Then I go to the other gate and they said, no, it's at this gate. So I'm walking all around the stadium trying to find the will call window so I can, get my tickets so I can even go and find a seat and enjoy the game, even though all tickets were general admission. So really just having tickets, getting the gate, and you can sit anywhere. But when we got inside the stadium, so I finally got my tickets, we got inside the stadium, and when we got there, they had sectioned off, for whatever reason, we still don't know, between the 40-yard line and the other 40-yard line. So they had that one area section in the bleachers just completely empty. So you had fans crammed on one side of the end zone, the other fans crammed on the other side of the end zone, and there was really no place to sit. And I'm like, okay, so what are we supposed to do? So I talked to the guy at the gate, and I'm like, hey, what's going on in that section in the middle? And he's like, I really don't know. I said, well, I went where you told me to go, and there's no seats down there. I went on the other end. There's no seats over there. So, I mean, I have a ticket, but now I don't have a seat. He's like, well, how many people in your group? I said, it's just two of us in a group. And he's like, well, you can go down there and sit in the middle. So I ended up sitting on the front row on a 45-yard line behind the Tennessee State University team. And that was the best seat in the house. And I can only chalk it up as you have not because you asked not. So how many people didn't ask why you couldn't sit in that section in the middle? They just assume sometimes that it's not open for you. The person at the gate didn't know why that area was roped off. But when he opened that floodgate for me, all of a sudden now it was full. So just the message to you on this one is just, if you don't look right, or if it's something that, you really, really want, sometimes you just got to ask. Have the strength and the bravery inside you just to say, hey, why can't I have that? Or why is that area not open to me? The Bible makes it very clear. You have not because you asked not. Because we did ask and was able to sit down in the front row, my youngest son, who was with me, was able to see the game from almost like he was behind the scenes and able to see all the things that happen on the sideline of a college football game. I mean, I experienced that in my life because I played college football, but he hadn't had that experience, and now he was that close, and I was able to explain what they were doing, what the trainers were doing, what the coaches were doing, what the players were doing, and he just seen the game from a whole different light. So I'm glad I asked why we couldn't sit there. Ended up having the best seats in the house, I think, and with all of that, we enjoyed the game. It was a great opportunity to see Howard University football for the first time. I know they're building a program and doing wonderful things, but I was there supporting Tennessee State University because that's where my son is one of the coaches on that team. So anyway, with all of that, use that power of just asking and stand back and watch out all the doors that are open for you. Again, thank you for sharing this time with me. Hit that subscribe button, hit those likes, put some comments in there, let me know how we're doing. And you have a great and blessed rest of your day. Thank you. Bye. Hey, everybody, guess what? I just found out. I'm on Netflix. I mean, really, really, I'm on Netflix. I can't believe it, but I am on Netflix. What happened was I was on my way home from work. My cousin called me and he said, hey, check it out, man. We're on Netflix. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, we're on Netflix. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I'm still driving, so I can't look it up at this time. So he said, nah, you got to check it out. So he texted me the episode. So if you go to Netflix, and right now Netflix has a special they're doing on called Mr. McMahon. It's on Vince McMahon with the WWF and WWE back in the day with WWF. And 27 minutes into the episode, the first episode, 27 minutes into the first episode, they're doing an interview with Tony Atlas. And Tony Atlas was a former wrestler from back in the day. And he makes a comment, if you really want to know what's going on in the world, you just needed to watch wrestling because we would show you and tell you because the skits were based off of things that was going on in the world. Well, when this is before WrestleMania even won. WrestleMania 1 hadn't even started yet. So had you looked at the world at that time, wrestling had it where you had it was like the United States versus the foreign wrestlers. So you had like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik and Roddy Piper. They were the bad side. And then you had the good side was like Hulk Hogan and Bob Backlund. And then even Mr. T, because this again is before WrestleMania. So Mr. T was even out there wrestling at that time. So Tony Atlas makes a comment, and then they go to these two little kids standing in line at a wrestling match. And they like talking to the younger kid, he's probably about 9 or 10 years old at the time. And he says, what wrestler do you hate or don't like? And the kid, he was looking and he didn't. So an older kid, probably 13, 14-year-old, was reaching down and looking, whispering in his ear, say the Sheik. So the younger kid said, the Sheik. And then the guy comes back and he says, why you don't like the Sheik? So then the older kid again, feeding the younger kid, because he's from another country, man. But those kids, that was me, the older kid, feeding the younger kid. That was us. But the blowout part of all of this, the part that's so crazy and wild, that was 39 years ago. 39 years ago. So, like, what's the chances of them finding a clip of two little boys, young boys, 13, 14, 10, 9, 10, And they find us making that comment of, we don't like a certain person because he's from another country, just to fit with someone else's comment in an interview about how wrestling used to depict what was going on in the world. Crazy. 27 minutes into the first episode, you'll find me and my cousin being interviewed at that time. 39 years? That is freaking amazing. But then I started thinking as I'm watching the episode and I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow. I said, if I was running for office, just imagine if I was trying to be a politician or any type of office, and they were like, well, Big Jack doesn't like foreigners. Listen to what he said. And it's like, because he's from another country. I don't think that way. But what I started thinking is the more content that we create and the more things we put out there, you really got to watch what you're saying. And you got to make sure that whatever you're saying, you're going to stand on, because 39 years later, it can come back on you. I couldn't even remember doing that interview. I remember going to the match, but I don't remember that someone was interviewing us and things like that. But 39 years later, that one thing of, I don't like this person because he's from another country. I don't feel that way. I probably didn't feel that way then. It was just more, that's what the media put out to us. That's what we were hearing as kids. And that's what that's the hype that you would get. But at the same time, start really watching what you're saying. Start really, paying attention to what you're putting out there, the content. Because if it doesn't go away. If somebody shares that content or saves that content or whatever that you're putting out today, 39 years later, it might come back. So just watch what you're saying, watch what you're doing, and enjoy life. But hey, if you want to check it out, it's 27 minutes into the first episode of Mr. McMahon on Netflix. You're going to see me feeding my cousin some information. But until next time, thank you for letting me share. You have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.